How's it going, folks? Crazy Sheba Lady here. I recently posted a video of how to make a polar bear, start to finish. Well, now that he's done, he looks a little bare, no pun intended. So I decided to make him some armor, to make him look like the warrior bear he is. So let's get started.
Okay, first cut out a small chunk of EVA foam and take off the edges so it's nice and smooth. Then start drawing out the pattern you want. Make sure it's even on both sides. This part will be used for the forearm gauntlet. Repeat these steps so you have 3 pieces per arm. The last piece has a nice point, while the others have a flat edge at the tip. This next pattern is just a different option of what the pieces could look like. If you're using a different material, make sure to double up for added strength. Next is the base to put the pieces on. This part will rest on the forearm. Now I move on to the shoulder piece. Again, I use a pre-made template and just trace and cut. I make 2 copies of this pattern, one for each shoulder. Now I start cutting out some pieces that will be placed on the belt. It's just a simple arrow pattern copied and cut out 7 times, then doubled up to make them nice and strong, making 14 pieces total. Each of these pieces will be glued together. Now it's time to glue up all of our pieces and clean them up a little. Here's where I attach the buttons to the straps, both the top side and the bottom side, and then I attach the straps onto each end of the band. Then I cover them up a bit with some nice looking ribbon. Now comes the sanding and cleanup work. I use a Dremel to sand out the edges until they're nice and smooth. Then I carve out the design on the foam that will become the chest piece. I use a little brush to carve out the toe design because there are small details that can be hard to get to. Now that it's all cleaned up, I begin painting the inside of the crevices with a metallic type acrylic paint. Then I cover the rest of the piece with black acrylic paint. For the shoulder pieces, I blast them with a waterproof material to make them nice and strong. Why not add a little bling? Just a few shiny things I found in my local fabric store. I use tacks for the gauntlets and add some spiky pieces for detail. And done! I also added a bunch of sparkles to the wristband as well, just to make it look good. Blow drying the foam makes it soft and more easily moldable. I want it to form nicely over the forearms with a curve, instead of being flat and rigid. Hey, how's it going? Now I add the elastic bands to keep the gauntlets in place. I use white elastic because the polar bear is white, so it won't show as much as any other colors. I'll be adding buttons on later, so we'll come back to that momentarily. For now, I'm going to make the collar. I use a strip of nylon material and attach a belt clip to the ends. Next, I cut a small niche on either side to add the collar ring. Add a little glue here and there, and presto! You have a collar with an adjustable strap. Now to repeat these steps for making the straps, but this time I cut the nylon at about 4 inches, then glue that to the ends of the belt. Jumping over to the shoulder straps for just a bit, I used some purse straps and attached some elastic to it. The buttons will allow the handles to be adjustable. The purse handles are used to hook under the arms to help keep the shoulder padding on. Finally, with a little more time, a lot of labor, and a bit of smiles and magic, you end up with a fully armored warrior bear. I didn't realize the silly shoulder pads have been slipping back a bit, but that's okay, it's easily fixed. No problemo. Now, you're ready to charge into a cosplay war. Or just walk around and wave to the nice people you encounter. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to let me know what you think of it, and be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe for more.
Remember, stay positive. Until next time, Sheba out.